Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys how to increase the volume and the quality of the sound of your iPhone. Now these are very simple tips and tricks that you can actually use on every device, and they work up to the latest iOS 26.5 and of course will work even in the future. So these will make sure that your iPhone sounds the best, and of course let you also have like higher volume on your iPhone. Now before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now before we get into all the settings and everything that you need to change and move around on your device so that you make sure you have the highest volume and the best quality, there are two different things that I want to mention. First of all, always make sure that you have clean speakers on your iPhone. Of course, speakers are always exposed and they will always collect a ton of dust, so make sure you clean them regularly. If you do that, then it's much easier to clean them, and of course you always get the highest volume on your device. So make sure you use like a brush that is actually really soft, and make sure your iPhone is pointing like downwards here when you clean it, so that way the dust will just fall down from your iPhone. And also make sure you clean the speaker at the top as well. But always, again, make sure that you use a very soft brush, and always make sure that you're very gentle with that because you don't want to damage something, especially the top speaker here. Should be very careful with that. Now another thing, if you head on to the App Store on iOS, you will probably find a ton of different apps that will promise you to increase the volume of your device. Now the way that these apps work, of course, they don't actually increase the volume system-wide. They will allow you to play media through the app and that way increase the volume. That works, of course, but that's actually very, very dangerous. That kind of stuff can easily damage the speakers of your iPhone, especially if you do that for a really long time. So I don't really recommend those apps, but if you just want to try them out, make sure that you be very careful with them and never go too high, like 200% volume. That's actually very risky, and you might actually damage the iPhone speakers, and you will damage them if you actually do that for a long time. So make sure you're very careful with that. And now let's get into the settings and what I think you should change in order to make sure that you get the highest volume and the best quality volume out of your iPhone. Now, first of all, what I suggest you do if you use an app like Spotify, for example, or any other apps, the Apple Music app doesn't have this feature. Spotify does, and a lot of other apps do, which is really, really good, is that you will have like a hidden setting on the app that allows you to get more volume out of your iPhone. Now, in this case, talking about Spotify here, what you can do is head on to the settings and then go to playback. Once you go here, all you got to do is just scroll all the way down. And you can see right here we have volume level. Adjust the volume for your environment. So you will have quiet, normal, and loud. Now this allows you to actually have a louder sound out of your iPhone simply by selecting this option right here. Now, of course, you can see right here it says a loud volume may diminish the audio quality out of your device, but we already know that. But if we just want to have louder volume, then you can just go ahead and choose this option right here, and it's actually very, very safe to use. So anytime you're using Spotify, you can now actually just choose a louder sound right there. As easy as that, you get more volume when listening to music on your device. And when it comes to the Apple Music app and basically the overall volume of every media that you play out of your iPhone, you can always head on to your settings and go to apps here. So when you go to music, you will have here the EQ option. Now what you can do is actually scroll all the way down and you will have the boosters right here. So you can see we have the booster for vocal and the treble booster right here. So you basically choose your preference and what you want to hear more. Then if you just like to hear more vocals, you will be able to actually boost that sound right here. Another one that is believed to actually increase the volume of your device, and it will actually increase even though it's not like major, something major is loudness right here. That is an option also that replaces late night, which was an option before on iOS. Now you can choose this one if you just want to increase the volume of your device. Now, if you think your device isn't loud enough or you're not getting the most volume that your iPhone can have, then there might be another problem, which is hidden on your settings. Head on to your settings, go to sounds and haptics, and then scroll down here and you will have something called volume limit. When you go here, you will have this slider that basically allows you to adjust the limit of the volume of your device. Now, to get the best result, of course, you want to turn this off. So when you turn this on, the maximum volume on your device will be 90%, as you could see on that slider right here. So you can go from 90 to 20, but every time it's turned on, it's automatically at 90%. So 10% lower, so you turn that off, and this is the maximum volume that your iPhone will have. And now let's go ahead and talk about headphones. When talking about headphones, you will have two important settings that you can change to make sure that you get the most volume. First of all will be headphone safety. Right here under sounds and haptics, you scroll all the way down, you will have headphone safety right here, and then you will have here an option that says reduce loud audio. Now what you can do right here is use this slider to reduce the audio. Now if you have it reduced, it will actually sound way lower. Now to get the 100% volume on your AirPods, you need to turn this off completely, because every time these settings are enabled, they will reduce by 10% automatically. So to get 100%, you just actually turn that completely off. Next up will be headphone accommodations. So you head on right here and then scroll down to audio and visuals, and down here or up here you will have headphone accommodations. Now right here you will have a slider which will allow you to basically boost soft sounds on your headphones. So right here it says soft sounds will be boosted slightly, moderately, or strongly based on what you use. Now if you use strong, then of course you will actually get the best and the most volume on your headphones. And then right here we'll also have audio tuning, which will allow you to have balanced tone, which in my opinion, in my experience, is the best one. You will have vocal range and brightness as well, but in my opinion, balanced tone will actually be the best, so that you get the best audio quality out of your headphones, and when of course listen to music, it will sound the best. So make sure you use balanced tones, and you can just go ahead and just use strong if you want to have more volume on your headphones, even though you need to be very careful with your headphones when listening to very loud music. And last but not least, we're talking about volume on audio calls. So right here, if we use, let's say we use here FaceTime, we go here, we go to controls, you can see what we have right here. We have audio and video. In this case, we have voice isolation. So you will have a few different options. You will have automatic, standard, and then voice isolation. In my experience, in my knowledge, voice isolation will be the best. You will sound the best with voice isolation because it will just basically cancel all the voices around you and just give you that clear sound when speaking on your phone calls or FaceTime calls, whatever you're doing. So make sure you also go here and choose voice isolation for the best audio calls quality. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.